everybody, so today I'm going to be testing out these dual tip markers that I got from KMART. Now they are marketed as sketch markers, but they don't really look anything like COPICS sketch markers, so that's pretty interesting. Now on the packaging it does say quick drying ink, but I have no idea if these are water based or alcohol based or some kind of mix. So I have no idea how these are actually going to behave. So let's get these open and have a look at the pens that are inside. Now there are 12 markers in this little set here. We have a red, we also have orange and yellow and 2 different greens, and then we also have some blue here and some purple as well as some pink, a few different tan sort of colors and a black. Now to make these colors work, I'm probably going to have to draw something a little bit more cartoony than usual, but I'm excited and yeah, let's dive into it. But first, before we actually get into that, I am going to test these out, do a little bit of swatching, have a look at the nibs here to see what they look like and what they can do, and yeah, get a general feel for the art supply. Now first off the bat, these do look and feel quite nice. Actually, the colors are quite vibrant, and looking at the sort of lines and streaks and stuff that it makes, they do look like they are kind of alcohol based. However, they don't have that usual strong smell that alcohol based markers have. There is a little bit of something in there, but I can't really decide what. Then again, these were just around $6 and you get 12 of them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are actually water based. But regardless, they do feel very nice. Now that we've got those swatches done, I'm just doing a little test here with the sort of fine nib just to see what it can do, and yeah, it's actually quite nice and smooth, and the lines and the dots that I'm drawing work pretty well. Now here's where it actually gets interesting. I'm doing some tests here to see if I can sort of lift and reactivate that ink, and something happened which usually happens with my COPICS or other alcohol based markers. The lighter color marker actually lightened and softened the darker color marker, which is quite interesting. So after that experiment was over, now it's time to dive into drawing something with these. Now as I mentioned earlier, I have to pick something just a little bit more cartoony because I feel like that's going to work better with the colors. I can't really blend with these, and even if I could, I don't have enough colors to actually, make the blend. So I'm going to go with something a little bit more of a flat color style, something really bright and colorful and cute. And the first thing I thought about when I thought bright and colourful and cute was a corgi. Yep, I'm going to be drawing a corgi today. I'm just going to be using a graphite pencil here to do this sketch, and I'm not going to be adding any line art yet because I don't really know how well these smear, and I don't really want to use the black and then colour over the top of it. So the way I plan to do this is I'm going to be doing the line art last, or mostly last. So let's get more of this little dude's sketch here done. So now I'm just doing the face here, and the corgi is coming up pretty darn cute, I think. Now funny thing is, with the reference that I actually got for this image, I'm part of a corgi group on Facebook, and yeah, lots of really cute images there, and I actually posted asking if anyone can, give me references for a corgi laying on their back, and I got so many comments, like over 100 comments with pictures of all of these darn cute corgis, and it just makes me really want a corgi for myself. They're so cute. So now that the sketch for this guy is mostly done and he looks pretty cute laying there, I actually wanted to add a little bit more something around him. I want this artwork to be sort of square in shape, and I'm probably going to cut the edges off as well when I'm done. And to add to that sort of square shape, I'm going to have a bit of a blanket behind him, and I am planning to actually draw some little toys around him, like this little teddy bear here that I'm sketching, and I think that'll be pretty cute. It's kind of like a corgi laying on his back surrounded by toys. pretty happy, pretty cute, I think. So I think in this spot here, I'm probably going to sketch a little bone, as you can see that I'm doing right now. And after that, I'm probably going to add like a ball or some other toys there just to sort of fill the space. This artwork makes me think of a corgi in his happy place. I think that's what I'm trying to sort of depict. So my camera stopped recording while I was drawing the corgi, which sucks, but anyways, here it is, and it's pretty cute. I actually added a bit of that orange and yellow into his fur, and I actually really like how you can subtly lighten up that orange a little bit with the yellow, which makes me think these pens might be slightly alcohol based or similar. But right now I'm just sketching out those dog toys, so I actually went with one of those like pool tug-of-war type toys, as well as a ball to go with the bone and the teddy bear, which I think is pretty cute. So I'm trying to keep the dog and the subjects warm colors mostly, because I plan on having the blanket behind them a couple cool colors, so that's why I'm drawing this little thing here in red. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do the teddy bear, maybe green or something like that, but the ball is definitely going to be yellow, and the bone will probably just end up being white anyways, because bones are white. So now I'm just adding a few more details here to the teddy. I can't really keep it too detailed because these pens aren't the thinnest, so I'm just keeping it light and sort of like sketchy and free, that kind of thing. And I think the sort of cartoony sketchy feel actually did work quite well for the corgi. As you can see, it's just really cute and fluffy looking. So now I'm just going to take this blue here and just draw in some stripes for this blanket. I didn't want it to be a basic color, and I felt like stripes would add quite a nice bit of pattern to it, while also making the corgi stand out really well. And yeah, this blue looks pretty good, I think. I'm probably going to be doing a purple with this blue for the stripes, or maybe a darker blue. I haven't really decided yet. But either way, I think it'll look pretty good. Now, as you can see, I'm just adding a little bit of a white outline. Well, should I say leave, not add. But yeah, I'm leaving a little bit of a white gap between the colors of the background and the corgi, just to try and, prevent that black from smearing. But also, I want this corgi to stand out. So I'm probably going to go in with a gel pen later and add a bit more of that white outline, just make it a bit more crispy looking. Yeah. So do you guys like corgis? I think corgis are probably my favorite breed of dog. I am more of a cat person, however, I just can't resist the cuteness of corgis, and one day I probably will own one, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, what kind of pets do you guys like? You guys know I like to ask you little questions that you can answer in the comments. Sometimes I like to talk in the comments about things that aren't even particularly part of the video. Hey, why not? So I have decided on which color I'm going to do with the stripes in the background, and I have gone for purple. Just because I cannot resist purple. I love it, it's my favorite color, and I think purple and blue look really cool together, and also it just adds another color into the artwork, because I said I wanted to add a lot of colors in this artwork and try and do it nice and bright and colorful and cartoony. Yeah. As I said before, I am trying to leave a bit of a white outline around the corgi and the objects, though it isn't really perfect, so I'm probably going to go over it later with a gel pen and just fix it up, like I said before. Now, just to add a little bit more detail, I'm going to be adding a bit of a shaggy sort of outline around this blanket. You know how some blankets have that sort of woolly, sort of, I don't know, it's like fuzzy texture around the edge of the blanket. I think that'll look good. And as you can see, I'm also adding them in alternate colors. So on the blue stripes, the fuzzy bits will be purple, and on the purple stripes, the fuzzy bits will be blue. And now's the time just to add a bit of a black outline, as you can see that I'm doing around the outside of the blanket. Now, as you can see, I'm just adding a bit of a broken line texture just to reinforce that sort of sketchy feel that I really like. So I think this artwork is actually going pretty well. I really like the look of it and the cute cartoony feel, but also the cheeky face on the corgi too. I just can't resist it. It's too cute. I want to give him a little scratch in his nose. Now I'm just adding a little bit of a gel pen outline, as I have mentioned a bunch of times before. This is actually working out pretty good. It does seem to stay nice and bright and white on top of these markers, so that's pretty good. Usually with water-based markers, I will find the gel pen will mix with them a little bit. So yeah, interesting. So here's the final results, and I love this drawing so much. As you can see, I did cut the corners, well, more so the edges of this, so it was more square shaped, and I think it turned out pretty good. I really like these pens, and I think for the price they are pretty good. If you don't have any Copics and you need some bright colored pens and you're not too bothered about having a huge selection, I think these will do pretty well, especially if you're just sketching or something like that. I still haven't decided whether I think they are water-based or alcohol-based, so maybe you want to use in the comments below can actually tell me, and if you know. I'm not going to say for sure because I have no idea. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a marvelous day, and please smash like and subscribe to get your scribble fix in the future if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.